Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Football Manager Save, episode 6 now of the Celtic Save in the first season. We're now into October, well, nearly into November by the time we finish this episode today. We'll basically will be in November. Today, a decent enough episode. We head again into the Champions League, our third game of the Champions League group stage, where we currently sit third in the group with 1 win at Celtic Park against Ludogorets and a loss away from home in the Metropolitano, or whatever it's called, over in Madrid to Atletico. In a game we weren't expected to do much. We performed quite well. Abdel Ahmed getting sent off in the first half didn't exactly help us. If it wasn't for that, we might have had a fighting chance in that game, because we actually played quite decently. But today we have another tough away game. We head to Anfield to take on the reigning European champions, Liverpool. Their only positive news from that is that Wijnaldum's out injured, a decent player and very good in this game as well. So that is going to be a tough game. We'll then also holiday or sim pass to the Ross County game. Well, I'll play it off camera if you like. And then finally we'll end the episode going away to Pataudry in what will be a very entertaining game. And I imagine, it's the first big away game for us in the league, I would say. But when we left here, last point that we seen each other, would have been the Ludogorets game where we won 2-1. And which was a kind of performance. It wasn't great, but since then we had 2 home wins, one actually cutting very close. It was actually quite a game to sit through. It was 2-all. Sorry, it was 1-0 to us. It was 1-all. Then we went up 2-1, and then right before half time made it 3-1. So it looked as though we were going to battle them in the second half. But the end of the first half, Edouard getting a brace. But then they scored, and for the rest of the game, we were kind of on the back foot. It didn't help that 6 minutes in, Maritz Biller decided to absolutely murder one of the wingers for Hamilton, and seen himself sent off. Very rash decision. I don't know why I played better in that game, to be honest, but I decided to give him a chance. Then the next game, we kind of recovered and played a lot better. We won 4-1, playing the 3-5-2 in both these games, I should add. Edouard adding to his tally once more, and Cham getting a goal, Julien getting a goal, and El Yunusi sealing it in the deal in the 90th minute, 4-1 winning in Brophy. We got the goal for Kilmarnock, which means the league table looks a bit like that heading into this game. We are now top by, look, 4 points. Motherwell slipping away a little bit. Obviously, in the last episode, Motherwell ended at top of the table and were performing very, very well. But if I show you the matches from around the league in those 2 match days, Motherwell drawn 0-0 with Rangers, which saw them drop points. A result you can't really, blame them for. Rangers, one of the best teams in the league. And then in the other game, the other match day, Motherwell losing to Aberdeen with a 90th minute penalty to Sam Cosgrove at Pataudry, which must have been heartbreaking for the Motherwell fans, and that's seen us go over them and eclipse them at the top of the table. Rangers winning 3-0 in that match day with a win over St Mirren, and as I've already showed you, they drew with Motherwell in the other one. So today it's time to just fire right back into things and keep it going. Odds and Edouard now onto a tally of 17 goals in 21 games. Dangerous. He is starting to pick it up a little bit. I was complaining about him in the last episode, saying he wasn't firing as much as I'd like to think so, but what can I say? What can I complain about when he's got 17 goals in 21 games? That is a madness. Ryan Christie sitting in the most assists now with 11. He's starting to rack them up in the middle of the park. Bolingoli is starting to slip away a little bit, not offering maybe the same sort of attacking flair he was offering in the first couple of episodes of it. But how long will he last as a starting left back? I don't know. Drink to that. That tea is very warm. That just about burnt my tongue off. Ow. Right, anyway, we're going to head to Anfield today in a game. What can we expect? We're probably going to get shagged. Probably going to be an absolute brutal beheading of us, because Liverpool are madness in this game. They're very, very, very attacking. Jurgen Klopp's philosophy in real life is replicated almost by the inch in this. But that's the team we're going with. I've got to play the best team we can. We're not going for the 3-5-2, either that we will lose about 10-0 and I'll probably get the sack. But we're going to go for the 4-2-3-1, which offers a little bit more defensive ability. I'm bringing in Greg Taylor, because Bolingoli let me down the last time, and I think Greg Taylor will be suited more to this game. So I'm bringing him in, maybe controversially. People in the last episode saying give Forrest a bit more of a chance. We'll see. Jake Cooper, sadly, still sitting there with only 8 starts isn't bad. I'm trying to give him his fair share of games. He's been doing well in that 3-5-2 system whenever he plays, but the Champions League I still just think is a little bit too much for him. So that is the team we're going to play in. Now we're going to head to Anfield. I absolutely fucking hate Liverpool, so to beat them would be fantastic, but at Anfield maybe not going to happen. But let's hope for the best. There is the Liverpool team, dangerous as already I've said. Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk returning to probably haunt us. Joe Gomez, Andy Robertson, John Henderson, Naby Keita, Mo Salah, Adam Lallana, surprisingly. getting a start in the cam position. Sadio Mane and Roberto Firmino, there's no mercy here. They're not holding back. So, I mean, I guess I'm just going to have to be assertive and say, let's see, good luck out there. We're going to need it. Because we are going to need it. Well, it's not about luck. I should be a bit more, into it than that. I feel like I'm just offering my arse up to them at that point when I say good luck. But here we go. Let's see. I don't imagine we'll have many chances. Well, we get the first chance, apparently, here at Anfield today. I imagine it'll be a very top-heavy, highlighted game for Liverpool with their corner swung in. Henderson, Sadio Mane, it's cleared away. Julian diving in front of the shot. Swung in though. Joe go. Oh my God, that's a bullet of a header. If it's a header, that is fun. Okay, bit speechless there. Didn't expect that. What a pull from Salah and Joe Gomez. Look at this. I mean, we should be a bit more tight to him for some reason. I believe that would have been Abdelhamid. Has just left him. Actually, I think it was Cal McGregor. Just left Gomez in the space. He runs off him. And leaves him. Oh, it's Frimpong we're playing. It's not Abdelhamid. Abdelhamid I forgot to put on the bench. Didn't even look at that. Jesus. What a mistake. Abdelhamid should be right back today. Right, well, it looks as though we might have a chance here. Greg Taylor taking the throw in from a decent enough position. So let's hopefully create something from this. Say, Cal McGregor got space. He's hit the post. Oh, that is... How many chances like that are we going to get at Anfield? Oh, McGregor. It hurts like the Gladbach miss, although that wasn't as shocking. Greg Taylor again has the ball on the left-hand side. Julien has been forced to give it back to Foster. That has gotten him absolutely devastated. That didn't go in. Frimpong, he's going down the right-hand side. He's left Robertson in the dust. On you go, Jeremy. Sings it in. It's just went right to Alexander-Arnold, and Liverpool struck on the counter. That's went over everyone, and my goodness, God almighty, the defence, man. He split Julien and Ayer in half. And then Foster beating at his near post in that one-on-one situation. All coming from what looked to be a positive attack for us. Oh, Ross has been left gaping there. Look at that. How are the two centre-halves letting that happen? There's not even a tactical change that I can make to prevent that. Because that is just individual stupidity from both Ayer and Julien. Oh, if they go up 3-0 in half an hour. They have as well. Alan, right, we've got to change it up, just because it's 3-0 in half an hour. I'm not getting embarrassed like this. We're just going to go on the defensive approach of things. We'll keep it fairly wide. We're going to just try. We're not going to play out the defence. There's no point. Be a bit more direct with our passing. Keep the tempo high. Hit the early cross. Yes. Mixed crosses. Okay. In transition. When possession has been won, yep. Counter. When it's been lost, I think regroup is probably the best thing to go with, because they are just distribute quickly, get it out, don't distribute to the centre halves, just get it out wide, let it go to the wingers, don't take short kicks, just get it out. We're going to, this is a pure counter-attacking tactic we're going for here. We'll keep the defensive line a bit deeper, keep the line of engagement a bit higher though, don't use the offside trap, because it's probably not working. I probably shouldn't have used that going into this game. That was a rookie mistake. Yeah, we'll be a bit more intense with the hanging still, and just get stuck in. Just try and make them uncomfortable. If it's 4 already, I'll kill myself. Brown sends it out. Forrest going to the end. Why he's doing what he does in real life. He's shot himself there. You see that? He shot himself with Joe Gomez. And that's a ball over on Salah. Foster has to dive across and make a catch. I mean, it's 3-0 inside half an hour, and it could be 4 just about now, and it is. My God almighty, Liverpool are so good. Oh, it's been VAR'd. Off. See you later. Goodbye. Thank you for that. Saved us a little bit more embarrassment there. I don't know what we're actually meant to do, because as I said before the game, Liverpool in this game are just absolutely fantastic. And it's solid to beat them as a team like Man United, never mind Celtic. So, what can I do? We look lost here. Foster sends it out wide. I said, distribute it out wide. That's what I want us to do. McGregor has sent it backwards to Julien. He sends it out wide to Taylor. This is nice. This is a chance, Taylor. Gives it to McGregor. Shoot, mate. Just shoot. Oh, Jesus. Ayer brings it down. Brown. That is horrendous, Brown. Bring it down, man. He's given it right to Mane. He's put it wide anyway. Oh, God. I need tea to solve this. This is an outrageous performance. I can't exactly blame them. Liverpool in this game, I just have never figured out how to do it with a team that is not of a high standard. It is solid to beat them. They're just so good. But I'm going to go right through them at half time. This is probably my own fault for saying before the game, good luck, you're going to need it. I hardly inspired them, did I? I kind of told them you're going to get beat. So maybe I have myself to blame. Perhaps. Salah going through Julian attempts to clear. McGregor's shot out it now. It's Alexander-Arnold. He's built at the side of a fiver, man. Go through him. Firmino shoots it, drags itself wide. Forster didn't look like he was bothered there to go for that. It's quite scary. I mean, I just want this game to be over and done with because we have been absolutely embarrassed. I'm actually going to take Eduardo off. I'm going to bring Griffiths on. I think Griffiths might benefit a bit more in that pressing forward role for this game. And Cham is going to come on. McGregor hasn't really impressed me. Bar McGregor hitting the post, which was our only chance of the game so far. But, I mean, he's a shite bag, isn't he? So, right, El Yunusi, go on. Just send it up to Griffiths. That's it. Now, look at Christie. Look, send through. Right, and Cham's got it. He sends out to Frimpong. Frimpong's got a... Oh, that was a decent enough ping there from Frimpong. Ping pong, Frimpong. Don't know why I just said that. I feel right embarrassed now. 25 minutes left on the clock. Well, 20 minutes now. The time is... We've been a lot better in the second half. We probably should have set up like this from the start. We could have probably, you know, maybe only conceded one. But, you know, there's not much we could do. For the rest of the game, I mean, I've not got many attacks. Christie's not done anything, so I'll bring Rogic on, despite I don't think this being the game for him. I think we need a little bit more pace. And excuse my email's flying in at the bottom right-hand side there. Joe Gomez gives it to Firmino. It's Salah, Oxlade, Chamberlain. Oh, that's a fantastic save from Foster. It was offside anyway, but what a reflex save from the big man. But, I mean, it's not going to make a difference. We're going to lose 3-0, 3 goals in the first half. I mean, maybe I just waited too long to make that defensive change. Why has John Kennedy done that? He's demotivated them all. What are you doing, John? Johnson? What are you doing, son? I can't believe that. Well, a 3-0 loss in the Champions League. What else is there expecting? The group Ludogorets lost though, which is good. That's what we need to see if we want to continue in European competition. Atletico Madrid get into a 2-0 win with goals in the first half as well, around as well. Genk getting a good result at the San Siro. Galatasaray beating Borussia Dortmund. Benfica beating Juventus. Some big results there in the Champions League, which means the groups are looking a bit like this halfway through. Salzburg and Leipzig look set to go through. Here it looks as though Atletico and Liverpool will go through, let's be quite honest, unless we pull off a miracle. We have 2 home games though, which could work in our favour, and then away to Ludogorets. There's a chance. Chelsea and Atalanta, I mean, that's anybody. Chelsea look to be through maybe, but they're still up for grabs there anyway. Ajax having a stinker. Tottenham and Barcelona look as though they'll be the teams that go through there. Madrid and PSG, still a very kind of dodgy situation between Inter and PSG there. It could go anyway. City are through basically with 3 wins, but look at their group as usual. City get handed the easy ones. Bayern and Napoli, Lyon are still in with a shout, but Moscow's basically out. And I mean, that group, Benfica have seen themselves through pretty much. 9 points at this point, it kind of sees you through, unless you go and have a honker for the last 3 games. But that does that. So now we go on holiday. I get the Ross County game played. I'll play that off camera. And I suppose, what are you saying, John? We do have players like Joe Gomez. We have bloody Jake Cooper at centre half. God's sake. Right, we'll come back and we'll meet at the Aberdeen game. Well, it wasn't ideal. I was hoping to bring excitement to this episode, but it's as funny as a fire in an orphanage. Jake Cooper scored an own goal. It was a honker as well. I did make some changes because I wanted to rotate so that we had our best team for Aberdeen, and then obviously we had Liverpool just before as well, and maybe it didn't work out for the best. We didn't even make a dent in the game, it felt like. Ball and Golly got our only goal after I said at the start of the episode he's dipping off a little bit. And a 1-0 draw away to Ross County. Not the best sign that you want to see before you head to Aberdeen. So, yeah, I'm not feeling the greatest amount of confidence. But Jake Cooper, you know, he really just, he was the one that gubbed it for us. So, absolutely fantastic situation to be in. Frimpong out for 2 weeks as well. It's not the best situation to ever be in. But I suppose, what can you do? I feel like I'm going to sneeze. If I'm going to sneeze, I'll need to cut it. But I'll try and hold in the sneeze. If there's blob out of the screen, then my webcam, then apologies at some point. But anyway, we go into this game with Aberdeen sitting in a decent enough position, obviously, in the league. Oh, I forgot to show the results elsewhere. Aberdeen up to 3rd. Motherwell's dip has started. It happens. It always happens, doesn't it? You know, Motherwell do well and then they just dip. But we're still 4 points clear at the top. So if we lost today, it's not the biggest, you know, the biggest, you know, I don't know the word I'm trying. It's not the biggest problem. That's what I'm probably trying to think of. Around the league, Rangers battering Livingston 3-0 at Ibrox. Aberdeen getting a 96th minute winner at Kilmarnock. Absolutely gutting for them. Hearts winning 2-0. Hibs winning 2-0 as well. And then the 0-0 of the week coming at St Johnstone versus Motherwell. But here we are. It's time to take on Aberdeen at Pittodrie. Frimpong, as we've already mentioned, is out, which means Abdelhamid will start, which I'm actually quite happy about. Time to give him a little nod. And Cham coming in. Siminovic is picking up a knock as well, so I don't really have another set. Neil Baton will have to be the backup centre half today. Ball and Golly get a goal. Christie's struggling with a little bit of a fitness issue, so we're actually going to start in Cham today. We'll bring McGregor forward. I don't think there's many other changes that I have to make. I don't know if I'll bring Johnson on, maybe give him a chance today, and I'll bring Johnny Hayes in here. And one thing I was thinking about doing today, no, I'll leave it. I'll leave Dembele's arrival for a little bit later on in the series. When it comes to strikers, despite us playing a very pressing game, I think I'm kind of sick of playing with two pressing forwards. It's not really working in a 3-5-2. We don't see Griffiths and Edouard both getting goals. I'll start it for this game at Pittodrie because it's the first big game to test it out away from home in the league. So we'll see how it goes. But if not, we're going to have to change up the striker rules a little bit because I do like having pressing forwards, but between Griffiths and Edouard, I would like to have like 40 goals by this point, and that's not quite happened. So anyway, there's the Aberdeen side today. Joe Lewis, Hernandez, McKenna, Considine, Lee, Ferguson, Bryson, Gallagher, Berry, Kennedy and Cosgrove on the bench. Things looking, I mean, Uche signed for them. I didn't even know that. Uche, he's on loan. Uche is on loan, 10 finishing. That's fucking embarrassing, isn't it? Dressing room time. Let's go. Dressing room. Ask the assistant to do the opposition instructions. Passionate. I expect us to win to keep the good run going. Bang. Look at that. They're all listening to me. They're all got it. Look, we need a bit of excitement from this episode. We've been battered off Liverpool. We've drew to Ross County. Come on. I can't upload without a single win. So come on. Do something, Celtic. And right away, we're going for it here. Ball and Golly gives it back into Lee Griffiths. Gives it to McGregor. We have a chance. Oh, Griffiths inside 20 seconds. What a strike, my son. I was saying pressing forwards don't work. Yes, they fucking do. Lee Griffiths with a fantastic strike. The assist from McGregor in inside 20 seconds. Pingu, my man, I'm sorry, we're embarrassing your mob today. Griffiths, oh, fantastic. You love to see it. What a strike as well with the right foot. Pings it in the top corner. You couldn't ask for a better finish there. Somehow I've made this tea last and I'm basically drinking cold milk now, aren't I? Aberdeen 0, Celtic 1. A fantastic start to the game. Watch that be the only highlight now. That is how this will work, innit? Aberdeen, I mean, that is defensively. Ask yourself some. Oh, they look uninterested. Let's pounce on them. Let's encourage. Let me encourage. Right, we're up 1-0. Watch me encourage and look at disinterested because they think I'll be criticising them. Aberdeen now have the ball. They're playing very tight to the right hand side here. Lee Griffiths trying to press in a little bit. Here's Craig Bryson, sends it out wide to Lee. He's been pushed by Abdelhamid, who's dragged himself out a little bit too much. Berry on the ball. Mary Berry gives it to Lee. Back to Mary Berry. Bryson. God's sake, what's happening here? Just win the ball, man. Somebody stick a foot in. We're sitting off them. Get stuck into them. Lee sends it over. Hernandez with a strike. And that goes wide. It sounded like the old FIFA commentator, the mad glitch in the arena. Hernandez! If any's remember that. Or was it Fernandez? Maybe Fernandez. Can't even remember now. Aberdeen 0, Celtic 1. Still the score 45 minutes into the game. And Cham gives it out to Ball and Golly. Ball and Golly gives it to Brown. A lot of space. He could shoot if he wanted to, but we know Brown. He won't do that. Abdelhamid. That's a very poor touch and he's lost it. Cosgrove is up with Julien. Nods it to absolutely nobody. Big Jake Cooper standing in over the left hand side of the defence and getting rid of it. I mean, we should have probably dropped Cooper after the own goal, but you know what? He's not been too bad. Scott Brown gives it to Cham. And Cham out wide. That's a good ball for Ball and Golly. If he can just send it in, this could be easily 2-0. He does. Abdelhamid's there. And he sent it across the face of the goal. I mean, he is a right back in fairness, but you've got to finish chances like those. And a second big chance of the game just goes wide. Should have been a goal half time though. We're up 1-0. Abdelhamid lost possession more than any other player on the park. Assertive. Don't let the performance levels drop. That worked well. Now, Abdelhamid has been slightly disappointing on that right hand side, but I don't really have another right back to bring into the game. So I can't really check unless we take a risk here, right? We take a big risk. We bring Forrest on and play him as a winger but in the support role. And maybe, this is very asymmetrical, but we'll give it a go. We'll bring Forrest into this 3-5-2 system and see how it works. Forrest gives it to Brown. Straight away, Forrest involved in the game. Brown sends it in and Cham has to recover from the clearance. He does well. Ball and golly. I feel like a horse racing commentator when I'm talking over FM, honestly. Griffiths gives it out. No, he doesn't. He gives it back to Cham. Now it's out to ball and goalie. Surely a ball in. And Cham, Griffiths, can he get second? No, Cham, no. He sends it just over the bar. Keep it low, man. We know he likes hitting the windies outside the stadium, but just keep it low, and that was 2-0 right there. Eduard has done nothing in the game today, which is making me think maybe we bring on El Yunusi and pair him up front with Griffiths, but then again, quality is in Eduard, and we know that. One of the best players that I've used in FM over the past 10 years. And Cham does really well. That's it, getting stuck in. That's what I want to see. He plays it through for Griffiths. Surely 2-0. Hits it right at fucking Joe Lewis's hands. Just typical in FM, innit? You can't score the 1-on-1s in FM. You just can't. Well, we don't have any control over it. We watch the players. McGregor has to recover from the corner. Oh, he's managed to take it around by Gallagher. Ball and goalie. He's trying his best here. 2 men on him. He's done really well. Griffiths with the header. Dips, but doesn't dip enough. And it goes into the palms of Joe Lewis. Now, we're getting a lot of highlights since we've made this change, bringing Forrest on as a winger. I'm just very worried that maybe on that right hand side we get caught out, but if we can go up 2-0, can we go up 2-0? No, now we're in trouble. Brown gets stuck in. Fantastic. Slowing down their player and Brown again. Ah, jeez. Oh no, Brown's off. Oh, I didn't expect that. Now we're in a bit of a predicament. Okay, Forrest is going to have to play in the wing back role. What's the only option we've got? McGregor's going to have to sit a little bit deeper because he's just going to have to. And maybe, just maybe, in fact, we bring off Eduard because he's done nothing, and we just play the one up front, and we bring we've not even got bring on Baton, keeping Cham in that role that he was in. That wasn't even the role he was playing. No, it was McGregor that was playing there, wasn't it? It was McGregor. But play McGregor there, have Baton there. Surely, even though we're down to 10 men, the effect of only having one up front won't make too much of a difference. But Eduard, it's the side net, and we just need to hang on now. Maybe instead of positive, we go a little bit more cautious and play a more counter-attacking style. Let's just say tighten up to make sure. Look, frustration. Why are we frustrated? I'm just saying tighten up. That's it. Griffiths, ball in. Come on. Ball in, golly. Just over the bar. We're going to look as though we might just walk away for 1-0 win. We have been the better team, but Aberdeen still have had their chances. Into stoppage time though. Can we manage to see it through? Yes, we can. A 1-0 win with a goal in the 20th second of the game. Lee Griffiths. I wasn't too happy with the performance, so I'm going to say it was a bit of a let-off, and a couple of people not so happy. Griffiths, I want to give him an individual top. I fucked it. I wanted to say he was actually quite impressive, but that does it. And then around the league, Rangers winning 3-0 against the Johnson. They're scoring for fun at the minute. Their goal difference is better than ours. Can't let that happen. But we're still invincible at the moment. Livingston getting a massive 4-0 win. Their first win of the season away from home to Hamilton. Worrying signs for Hamilton there. Hibs beating Motherwell 1-0. The slump of Motherwell continues within the episode. Kilmarnock 2, Hearts 0. Hearts not having a good result there. And then Ross County beating St Mirren 1-0 as well. But the league table stands as this. We are undefeated still. The points dropped all away from home to Ross County, St Johnstone and Livy. But it is our 8th win of the season, and we get the job done against the team sitting in 3rd place. Nothing but positive signs. And that wraps it up for the 6th episode of the Celtic Villa Manager. If you enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. All support is appreciated, and I'll see you all next time.